I call this meeting the Northeast Independent School District to order. Let the record show that a quorum of board members is present, that this meeting has been duly called, and a notice of this meeting has been posted in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code, Chapter 551. The board will now adjourn into executive session pursuant to the following sections of the Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code, Section 551.071, private consultation with board's attorney, 551.072, discussing purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real property, 551.074, to discuss personnel or to hear complaints against personnel, 551.076, discussion regarding security devices or security audits. The time is 5:31. The board will now reconvene in open session, and the time is 6:02. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I'd like to welcome you to this evening's meeting of the Northeast ISD School Board. This is a business meeting of the board held in public. We appreciate your attendance and request your respectful attention. We welcome your comments during matters from the floor section of the agenda. If you signed up to address a specific action agenda item, you will be called at that time. We wish to emphasize this is a business meeting of the board, and while those in attendance may disagree about issues, it is our expectation that everyone will conduct themselves in a respectful and professional manner. Disruptions to this meeting by anyone will not be tolerated. In the event any person or group disrupts the meeting, a warning will be given to stop any disruptive behavior. Anyone persisting in disruptive behavior will be removed from the meeting. The board may also call a recess in the event of persistent disruption so that individuals who engage in disruptions can be removed. It is our intent to conduct this meeting in an orderly fashion. Finally, I'd like to remind you that it is the mission of Northeast to challenge and encourage each student to achieve and demonstrate academic excellence, technical skills, and responsible citizenship. All right. Item 4, matters from executive session. A, personnel, including but not limited to administrative appointments pursuant to Government Code, Section 551.074. 1, possible action regarding routine personnel, including but not limited to administrative appointments. Do I have a motion to approve the hiring of new personnel of items A through F as presented?
So moved.
Thank you, Ms. Villarreal. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Chidgey. All those in favor say aye.
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 Those opposed say nay. Motion passes 5-0. Item 2, possible action regarding the proposed recommendation for termination of Chapter 21 term contract employees. No action. Item 5, new business for possible board action. A, possible action on Bulverde Creek Property Owners Association, Third Amendment to Master Declaration of Covenants, Conditions, and Restrictions. Mr. Lopez.
Well, good evening, everybody. So we had been approached about the beginning of May or so from a representative from the Bulverde Village POA that there was an issue related to their Master Declarations page, which touches several neighborhoods, homeowners associations within that area. Essentially, as I explained in an email that I sent to all the board yesterday, basically the situation was that the Master Declarations page, which sort of governs the property owners association, indicated that assessments to homeowners should be done based on the gross acreage of their lots. Well, for whatever reason, the Bulverde Village POA was not doing that and had been doing that just based on ownership of a lot, which is usually how most POAs do it. So in talking with the attorney representing the POA, she said that the district has a piece of property within that POA's jurisdiction. We do not get assessments because all we have, of course, is a school, but you all get a vote on what they're trying to do now to correct the issue, which is basically amend their Master Declarations page, which is what the document that I had forwarded you all previously for your review indicates. And that's just to amend their Master Declarations to make it that they basically are going to do their assessments for POA fees based on just ownership of a residential lot, rather than having to do it through gross acreage, which I suppose could be more expensive for property owners in the area. Economically, it doesn't impact the district since we don't get assessed anyway under either situation. But because you are a property owner, you get a vote on this amendment. And since you all, as the Board of Trustees, are the property owner for purposes of the school district, then this item needed to be brought to you all for consideration. That's it. Any questions?
All right. Do I have a motion to approve the Bulverde Creek Property Owners Association Third Amendment to Master Declaration of Covenants, Conditions, and Restrictions as presented?
So moved.
Thank you, Mrs. Thompson. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Villarreal. Any questions, comments? I do have one. When you talk about we are a non-residential use in a residential neighborhood, and we don't fit in their definition of residential, is that defined? I didn't necessarily see it in
So in
this.
the original master declarations, we are considered to be an undeveloped property
Undeveloped,
owner.
that's what it was.
Yeah,
Yes. Okay.
and the reason they call it undeveloped, even though there's a school there, is simply because we're not residential.
We're not specifically
We're not
residential.
specifically residential, correct. And so they have never assessed any property owner's fees to the school district, and speaking with the lawyer, she said, yeah, that's never been an issue.
Okay.
But they just have to present it to you all because you all have a vote.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. Motion passes 5-0. Item number 6, adjournment, and the time is 6:07 PM.
Thank you.